The round table.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will. It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the round table.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
Okay.
Are we good to go?
Yeah, we are.
Say his
fucking prayer.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of drama.
Yeah. It's only
Eddie-
because you're here pissing everyone off with your fucking horrible voice and your ugly face.
And
Oh, did I spill the beer on Marcus's computer?
No,
That
you
is-
didn't, but you might as well have with your fucking giant body that you always knock everything down with.
I didn't knock the beer down. You knocked the beer down. You fucking dickhead. Fuck you, Eddie. You fucking big sweaty bastard. Hello. All right.
I'm mad too.
Why are you mad?
I'm just mad at monkeys and things.
Unbutton your collar.
No, why? Okay.
Why is your... Are you wearing a tie?
I like what he's doing, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Kevin compliments me on this shirt.
I get laid
Ben
more than
immediately
Kevin.
Insults my fucking buttoning abilities. This whole show is fucked now. It's a show of hate.
Your shirt looks like a fucking picnic blanket.
A picnic blanket, not even a picnic table, because people wouldn't even eat off of it.
That's a funny sounding prayer.
Yeah.
Well, dear Beelzebub, thank you so much for gracing us with your big fucking boobs. No chicks are here tonight. It's all dudes all the time.
Meat.
No fucking pussies. Jackie's not here. It smells a lot less like Chinatown. Eddie, I told you that joke earlier today. Very funny.
I'm glad you remembered.
Thank you. Fucking funny joke. Her fucking big old stinky pussy. Stuffing up my eyes with sweet sexual thoughts. God, I want to fuck you, Jackie. Come back to the table soon. All right. Well, that's the whole goddamn prayer from this fucking big monkey head. Welcome to the round table. Who is everybody here? Don't talk yet, RG.
Ed Larson.
Holden McNeely, Dojo.
Kevin Barnett.
Sitting in for fucking sweet Jackie Zebrowski, RG Daniels.
How you doing?
And also completing the total weight of Jackie, we got Jim Toos.
Hey, everybody.
Jim, get into the microphone.
Is this enough? I got a fucking hump RG here.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right.
Just fuck
That's
RG.
Are you guys both Jewish?
No.
Okay, just fantastic.
I'm Jewish enough for everybody.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie's
That's
very
what my father said about prison. I've done enough time for all of us.
All right, with us as always, Marcus Parks with some news. Marcus, what's happening today in the world of in the world of news?
Continuing on with the flesh-eating theme of this week.
God damn it,
started
thank
in the
you.
last podcast on the left. Last episode came out on Thursday. This story, a 21-year-old college student allegedly told detectives that he hadn't just killed the man who'd lived with his family for months, but had eaten his heart and portions of his brain. The victim's severed head and hands were found in the Mid's Harford County home. Mole remains were left in a church trash container.
At least they went with God.
Yeah.
Yeah, just happy this kid's getting a good education. That's what it's all about. Is he in med school or anything?
No. He was.
What's he going for? Auto repair?
He was an electrical engineering major.
Oh, close.
And an ROTC guy.
Oh, good Army fella.
Why was this asshole living with him and his mom?
I don't know. Well, he was in college, and the other dude was, his name is Kujoy Bonsafo Agay Cody. He's Ghanaian.
Yes, real
You gotta
black.
get him
Yeah,
out.
he's from
Maybe
Ghana.
they're fucking gypsies.
He's from Ghana. They're not. No,
he's from Ghana.
He's like
Yeah.
an exchange student?
Yeah. He was also, he had a master's degree.
Yeah, he exchanged his life to come here. It's very interesting. It's bizarre.
That was funny, man.
Thanks, Kevin. You've been fucking making fun of me all goddamn day. But whatever. No one's saving this fucking performance. Goddamn Jewish Eddie.
So how many people is this now that have been chewing on people this week?
This is, there's these two, and then there's also the guy in New Jersey who disemboweled himself and threw intestines at the cops.
God damn it, I love that. So
Niggas have gone wild, man. My little brother put up his stats. I thought it was hilarious, man, because he don't know. He put up a thing where he's like, man, he's like, it was something like 90s black comedy could have never fathomed that this shit has happened. All the niggas have gone insane.
This guy is black as well.
Oh, yeah.
I longed for
Yeah,
the days of
that's why I said
Sinbad.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
longed
from
for-
Maryland.
Oh, yeah. They're all black in Maryland. Or crabs. So what's going to happen to this guy? Is he off the hook?
No, he's been charged with first-degree murder.
Oh, please. So he killed the fellow when he ate his heart, huh?
Yeah, he should have got out of his mom's house.
Yeah.
Was he fucking his mother? Was it a situation like that? Why was
No,
this
he
guy-
was just renting a room.
Oh, renting a room.
Yeah.
High price to pay.
Yeah.
Who would you like to kill, RG? If someone's renting a room, they come over, there's a guy in Eastville, you find out you're schlipping your fucking mother, you would kill him, right?
I think I would. Yeah. The situation.
How would you do it? What part of the body would you want to eat and why? This guy's eating the brain and the heart, both kind of a sensitive parts of a person to eat.
Gotta eat shoulders, man.
You'd eat the shoulders?
I'm going Alive, man. The movie Alive. I'm eating that butt.
Yeah.
Oh, you start with the ass?
Get the butt meat, man.
That's what I was thinking. Something fleshy, like the thigh.
Yeah.
You know, something that wouldn't taste like human.
That's what you do for survival, though. If you're just doing it for the story, then you
That's
go
true.
heart or brain.
Or eyeball.
Slice its tits off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
All nipple if you want the publicity.
Oh, yeah.
Have like nipple cereal.
I would say
Your mom's just mad because you're always out of milk.
I was going to go with nipple-roni pizza. Pizza on top.
Yeah, I like that.
That sounds great. Clitoris pie.
This is not the first time this guy has been arrested for violent activity. He was arrested in January for allegedly fracturing the skull of a classmate with a baseball bat. The classmate was blinded in one eye as a result in what campus police called a random attack. His Facebook page includes commentary about the, quote, destruction of the black family and mass human sacrifices. Here's one.
You can't make a brain omelet without cracking some skulls. This guy's just a very fantastic chef.
Here is one update. This is all in caps, by the way. This is the brutal basis, an evil and terrifying method of this death cults.
Yeah, man. Facebook is just helping us keep these people in prison, man.
This guy's in a death cult?
You know, fraternities have really taken a turn for the worse here, and this is like their hazing ritual.
Absolutely.
So nothing. All right.
No, I know it's great, RG.
Repeat it. I missed it.
I can't. I didn't understand what Marcus said, so I'm lost.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any.
That was the guy's last Facebook post.
Yeah.
What did he say? And read it slower and normal.
This is the brutal basis, an evil and terrifying method of this death cults.
I'll tell you what, I can't understand anything right now. I'm tripping balls on bath salts. I'm out of my mind right now, man.
Oh, man, it said that this guy's in college. That's a fucking Facebook post of a college graduate?
Yeah.
Kick him out of the school.
Get him out of there.
No, they just kicked him out of the ROTC program. They didn't kick him out of school.
Yeah, but he can still go. They should just. That's who we should be sending over to fucking.
Yeah, we
Kuwait.
want him in the military.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy's fucking
That guy sounds
gold.
like special forces material.
Yeah, man, he's a fucking killer.
Yeah, totally. And a nice eater. Always, you gotta consume the body that you kill, so there's no fucking evidence of all the innocent deaths.
All right,
Nobody fucking knows it.
Here's interesting facts about the victim. He was dismissed by Morgan State University after a 2008 conviction in Baltimore for a fourth-degree sex offense, harassment, and stalking.
He raped the mother.
What? Who did?
The guy in Eastville raped the mother. Is that who this is about, right? The man who had his heart eaten and his brain eaten was the rapist.
Yeah.
The sex offender.
Oh, yeah,
He's a sex offender.
Fuck the guy's mom.
Yeah.
And the guy just got
He
tired
probably
of shit
said,
and
if you try to fuck my mom again, I'm going to eat your heart, and I'm going to eat your fucking brain.
Right. And then, fucking sure enough, he's in there butt fucking his wife, mother in the goddamn kitchen. You know, it's a perfect place to eat a heart.
Is there a comment from the mom? Has she?
No, she has not come forward at
What
all.
if she was like, that nigga has some good dick?
That's why he kept it for her in the freezer when she got home from work. The balls are in the fridge. You don't gotta
force
freeze
his
balls.
mom to eat his dick. Like, yeah, this is what you wanted.
That would be great. There was a fellow in Japan. Did we talk about that in the last
We didn't talk.
episode?
No, we didn't.
Oh, yeah.
And he is,
Yeah, the guy cut his dick and balls off and then served it to people for $450 a ticket.
no, it was $250 a plate. 8 folks bought it. There was 500 people who paid $70 a pop just to watch it. It was a Japanese chef who did not want to be a woman, did not want to be a man. He cut off his dick, cut off his balls. He put them in the freezer. Apparently, cut them off a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
Finally got the inspiration. Maybe he was all sewed up and he could go back to work.
So it's all freezer burn cock.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But $250 a pop, and only one fella backed out of it who bought a plate, and everyone really seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And now this guy's just running around with everything to live for.
And we don't have like the recipe or whatever he did to garnish his dick and balls.
I think it is in there.
He did it as, I think it was kind of a scampi.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. Treat it like a shrimp.
Yeah,
That's nice.
garlic.
Maybe chop it into a sushi roll because I feel like that would go really nice.
No, it was definitely a saute.
Wrapped in seaweed and.
But the best thing is cannibalism is not illegal in Japan.
No,
It's just not illegal. They never got around to making
As long
that
as there's
illegal.
consent. If you're like, hey, eat my toe, and the other guy's like, oh, yes, I very much would like. I mean,
Oh, that was a very interesting accent, Holden.
oh, I got to eat the toe.
Italian Asian fella.
That's the thing. It's a culinary Asian. He's got to learn Italian. I love it.
That's what Mario should have sounded like.
That's wonderful. So, I mean, I guess if this guy consented to the fella cutting him open and eating his heart and eating his brains, it wouldn't be murder, right?
it would have been fine. Well, no, because cannibalism is illegal in America.
Right, but in Japan.
In Japan, it would have been fine.
So you can kill somebody in Japan and eat their body parts.
You can't kill them.
Yeah, you can't kill.
You can't kill them.
You can't kill them.
You could just eat them.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
thing. Exactly. It's like if it's a consenting adult
Yeah.
or a
Can't-
consenting teen girl, because they do whatever the fuck they want to teen girls.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Well,
they
they-
love eating teen girls.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
I just don't understand how they fuck all those chicks with such pixelated penises. Their
the
dicks in the Japanese porn. You can never see where they're coming from.
Yeah, you
it's
can
terrifying.
you can eat a man's dick legally in Japan, but you can't
See
look
it
at
fuck a
penetration
Right.
completely
That's
clear.
crazy. Yeah, it's so crazy.
It's very bizarre. But I'm
no,
sorry,
go ahead. I'm
Archie.
sorry. I was gonna, how was it served? Was it served as it was?
They
like, was
cho-
it served
he chopped
dick
it
with
up.
balls?
He chopped it up. It was like Jim said, like a little sushi,
sushi.
type.
Yeah, but it was thick-sized sushi.
yeah,
Right.
they-
And if we play with the stereotype that Japanese men have small penises, that's why maybe he could only serve it to 8 people. And I can't imagine they got full. Doesn't seem like the largest portion.
no.
If
It was
KB
kind of-
fucking
kind
cooks
of
up
an
his monster cock.
appetizer.
Yeah, maybe it was an appetizer.
Now, was he raising money for anything? Do we know? Or?
No, he's just making money.
That's
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah,
what a
just
genius.
loving life.
Yeah.
that guy.
Using what you got, sell it.
Absolutely.
But speaking of eating people, the fella who got his face ripped off by the Miami Bandit, we'll
Yeah.
just call him that. The
His
Miami
name was
zombie.
his name was Rudy Eugene.
Rudy Eugene was the fella who ate the face. And what was the name of the guy who got his face eaten off? Because he's a New York native. It's an interesting name.
His name is Ronald Popo. He was has
Popo.
has an IQ of 127.
Is that good?
Yeah. He graduated from Stuyvesant High School here in the city, and his family thought that he killed himself 30 years ago.
Whoa! It's such a bizarre phone call to make to the mother. We have good news. We found Ronnie.
Yeah.
Bad news. He's missing your eyes. He literally has no eyes, which is kind of sad.
And
His face is gone.
And here is here's a new detail about Rudy Eugene, the killer, Haitian.
Very interesting. I think I love this Haitian story. What's going to happen with these bath salts? Because I think right now we can all go to a deli or a bodega and we can buy bath salts and we can trip. It's like taking acid and crystal meth.
How do you make bath salts?
It's not really bath salts. It's a fucking chemical mixture, and it's like taking acid and like taking meth, and you can still buy it right now at any head shop in New York City and in all 50 states.
But you so it's like a packaged thing that you do. It's not something that you make at home. Like
No,
You could make it at home.
No, you can buy it over the counter in head shops.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And fucking rail it. I don't understand why people still sell it at the head shops.
I mean, it's a big seller.
Yeah.
It makes you feel super strong. I think if you're like in an isolated gymnasium or something, just surrounded by pads, it would probably be a hoot.
Yeah.
Jump around, be strong as fuck. I would finally be able to do more than 4 push-ups.
If you're using it as part of a workout regimen, it's good.
Yeah.
Like creatine.
I imagine you would just tear all the muscles in your body though after exerting all this energy that you never.
Is that what it
Yeah.
is? Though it's a steroid or
No, but it causes hallucinations, super strength, extreme paranoia, and violence.
And at the end, you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, at the end, you really do. A lot of people, after doing it, kill themselves right after.
Isn't it somewhere that it feels like their body is like they get heated up?
Yeah. Well, that happens a lot of bit. Whenever you take a lot of methamphetamines, any kind kind of stimulant. If you take too much, then your organs literally feel like they're cooking inside of your body, which is why they get naked and why cokeheads are, is it fucking hot in here?
Yeah, no, we are in Antarctica. It's cold. Come on. But, Kev, you used to train the FSU football team. In what situation would you recommend bath salts to, like, some like a big fat offensive lineman who's just not getting the shit and be like, you don't have to understand anything, dude. Just take this sweet substance.
When during the game do you feel the need to eat the other player's face off?
Fourth quarter, baby. Fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Man, anytime you got to rip niggas a half for not understanding your lifestyle, man.
Is there any drug that you gave any football player for the FSU team that you were just like, oh shit, that was kind of dangerous, and they're completely losing their minds?
They didn't give him. Yeah, we didn't give him nothing.
No.
Like, yeah.
They got that on their own.
He winked at me quite a bit when he said that, by the way.
This is the theory that Eugene's girlfriend puts forth, is that he was either drugged unknowingly, because apparently he only smoked a lot of pot. Like, he didn't really do any kind of weird shit.
Right.
He said that the day that that he left the house, she said that he held his Bible, kissed her goodbye, saying he was going to meet with the homeboy. He called her an hour after he left, about 6:30 a.m., telling her that his car had broken down. That was the last she heard of him. She says that he was either a victim of being drugged unknowingly or the victim of a voodoo curse.
How about neither of those?
He was a good church-going fella. He had his Bible when he left the house.
He might be. I mean, I guess. Maybe drugged unknowingly. Maybe he did buy the bath salts from like a deli and just had no idea what the consequences would be, which is very possible. If the guy was sort of clean and sober, if he only smoked weed, you take an hallucinogen that makes you act like a fucking acid head with a meth mind, you might just go absolutely bonkers insane.
Yeah, they shot the fuck out of him, right?
7 times.
Oh, was it 7 times now?
No, 6.
Yeah, it was 6 times, and a lot of the folks on the Huffington Post, all of the comments, a lot of them were just like, you gotta tase the guy. You can't shoot this fellow. It's terribly rude. And then, like, you see the fucking picture of the dude who had his face gnawed off, and you just have to shoot him.
Yeah, you shoot
as
that
soon
guy.
as you consume a dude's eye and nose going towards his mouth.
They showed a picture of the guy.
Have you?
His face was
yeah,
Okay,
dude,
Marcus.
I'll pull it up.
RG,
man.
I'm gonna need you to look at a picture, and it's really gonna be. You're a normal fella. You don't usually
All
look
right.
at gore, right?
I don't like gore, and
Okay.
I'm doing this for the sake of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
That's like, Marcus, can we get a
It's
lined
gonna
up?
hurt you, man.
I don't really want to. I don't want to, but all right.
No.
I'm okay.
Have you seen it, Kev?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Holden,
Dude,
have you seen it yet?
I have not seen it.
Okay, Holden, you have to see it for the sake of this podcast. Jim, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it like a 2-second look.
Yeah, that's all you need, because it will be with you for days and hours.
Yeah, no, I can't
I'm going
stop
quick. I'm
seeing
going
it.
quick.
Oh,
I'm not-
it doesn't matter how fast you go. If you're at home right now, I think it's on Gawker, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm going
they
for
have
it.
the
Yeah.
surveillance footage too.
He ate him for 18 minutes.
Yeah, 18 minutes. So he's just like.
I don't want to see this now. Wait.
You don't want to see it. No, it is one of the
I don't
most
wanna see this
disturbing
now.
images I have ever seen. It is.
Dude, I've been having such a great day. Is this gonna,
This is going to ruin it. This is going to ruin everything.
It's gonna be a good day because you're not that guy. That's not gonna happen.
You're
to
not
you.
that guy.
I've been doing. Yeah.
I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The nice
No,
thing
no,
is,
me
like,
too.
the
Like,
apparently, the fella, the Popo character who got his face eaten off, he was one of the nicest homeless guys around in Miami.
Yeah.
And okay, RG's about to look at the picture.
Oh my God! It looks like
Oh yeah.
his face was just put up against the side of one of those deli slicer things.
Right.
That's what it. That's
does.
what it fucking looks like.
Really show Holden.
That's. Oh my God!
That's a face.
Look at the eye.
Look at the eyeball. Look at the
It's an
eyeball.
indicator.
It doesn't. It doesn't look like. Yeah. That's.
What are you
that's
thinking,
fucking-
Holden? What do you think about it?
That's too much. That's too much.
Have you
And
seen
look,
it?
there's the photo
Get it
of
off the
the
screen.
dead guy.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
That's
it's all
fucking
dead.
gross.
Yeah.
That's so
How
disgusting.
How is he still alive?
You can see 4 bullet holes in the guy's back.
How is he? How do they fix that? How is that guy still alive?
They're not
Fix it,
going to.
RG.
No, he's fucking homeless.
They said
guy.
he's alive. He's still in the hospital.
He's alive.
Incredible
Yeah.
condition, but he's homeless. I don't think they're going to give this guy a face transplant. He's not like that rich bitch in France.
Yeah.
There's no way. He's just gone.
He's gonna get a
That was
Phantom
so
of the Opera
disgusting.
mask.
A fan of
Cover his
Yeah.
whole face.
That's worse than I thought it would be. That's less face than I even thought it would be.
All it
That's
is just a chin. That's it.
Yeah, that's-
just a chin.
It's gone.
Yeah.
The face is gone.
It's gone. I just love that the guy who was eating his face respected the beard border. He's like, I'm not crossing over the beard. That's a nice looking fucking
There's
beard.
a ring of hair around it. Oh, God.
I wish there was a picture of his face before that, so you could do like a little before and after.
There is. I can show you. I can look.
Yeah.
I mean,
how did that picture even get fucking online?
It's the internet, man. That's taken from the paramedics who showed up, and God knows what the fuck they thought.
Is that? Yeah.
It's a real picture, and
Oh, God.
I'll tell you what, it can't be that bad. I've seen everything.
goddamn sucking down his stogie.
The Chris Farley sketch.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's some nasty shit. I'm glad I'm drinking already.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
It's really quite brutal. But what you got to say something, Eddie? Eddie, give a description of the face. You always do such nice ones of those.
Oh, well, it looks like RG had a pretty good bar. Imagine you're on a speedboat and you put your head on the fucking you try to kiss the blade to kiss the
Hey, what it looks like is that if you've ever seen Pet Sematary 2, whenever Clancy Brown gets the dirt bike and shoves it into the bully's face and fucking revs it up, that's what it looks like.
Not enough skull though. I was gonna say if he does it again, or we get someone else to do this, I want to get down to the meat. I want to see chomping. Skeleton.
Yep. Man, his eyeball is like 2 inches lower than it should be.
Is that right?
Yeah, look, because there's the nose cavity right there, and it's right parallel to it.
Oh, stop.
It's good. If you're
No, Kevin, don't do it.
if your face was just fucking grass and somebody mowed right over it with a lawnmower.
I thought it was a different angle. Wow,
That's it.
It's a whole new perspective.
It's a whole.
Yeah.
Maybe this is what's that one character the He-Man fought?
Skeletor.
He's got a sort of a Skeletor thing. You clean that up a little bit, get the blood out.
You'd be a
It's
good
like
villain.
A great villain. He's got to be a villain now.
Yeah.
You can't be a hero.
What was the creep show? Was it 1 or 2 with the hitchhiker, and then she pulls into the garage? Thanks for the ride, lady, and his face is all fucking bugged out like that. This is similar to that, right? A little
It
bit?
is similar. It is similar.
Kind of looks like a Pizza the Hut from Spaceman.
Which also made me want to puke. Back
It was foul, and then the robot starts eating him.
What's the other slightly more lighthearted story about that big beast who was eating tons and tons of food?
Let's see this big girl. What's she
All
doing?
right. A Georgia woman named Lonicia Shafay Appling, 26, was so determined to shoplift beer, bacon,
Irish.
cheese, and chicken wings from a Piggly Wiggly that
What did she want to steal?
beer, bacon, cheese, and chicken wings.
I want to marry her. I love her.
From a Piggly Wiggly, she punched, spit out, and pepper sprayed store workers who confronted her as she tried to flee the supermarket Wednesday afternoon. Lanicia Shafay Appling weighs in at 340 pounds.
She's on Atkins.
More like Fatkins. God, everyone's so fucking clapping for me. That was great. Well, hey, all right, Ed, it's not that funny.
That joke was like that dude's face.
Yeah, just great. Just everyone loved it.
They caught her, they called her on it. She tried to exit the store. A worker tried to stop her. She pulled out pepper spray, sprayed the dude in the face, kept spraying as several workers tried to keep her from fleeing. The 340-pound Appling also allegedly punched a cashier in the face and spit on the 28-year-old employee. As
then
she
she got
successfully
away, right?
bolted from the Appling store, Appling was dropping beer cans out of her purse. Here's her full tally right here. Here's the inventory. 5 packages of cheese.
Wow, I love her.
8 cans of Coors Light.
Yeah!
Vegetable oil.
Ooh,
Vegetable is expensive.
yeah, it is.
Chicken wings. And 5 packages of bacon.
Wow.
Damn.
They thought she had 2 hams too, but that ended up being her tits.
God, I don't even think you need the beer cans to follow her. Just follow that smell of type 2 diabetes.
You figure she would have got more beer than that big girl.
Well, she kept on dropping it. Eddie, give a description of what this gorgeous woman looks like.
8 cans.
I mean, she looks like Precious. She's going around stealing chicken. She's a little bit bigger, actually.
Yeah.
She has nice hair and a beautiful smile.
Yeah, she really does have a beautiful,
gorgeous smile.
Yeah. I mean,
she's not a bad-looking big
She's really
girl.
not a bad-looking big girl.
She could be,
Kevin, you ever stole any food from a fucking
I was about to ask you that, Ben.
Me?
Yeah, out of everyone in the room, you're the most likely culprit.
Ever tell you about how we used to steal food back in high school?
You guys just used to walk in and walk out with beer.
Yeah, we used to just walk in as we go in like groups of 20. We'd walk in and just be like, "Fuck you," and then like I'll take 2 12-packs and leave. Like, try to arrest us.
You got away with that every single time?
3 times.
That was early flash mob shit. That's what they do now. You guys are so ahead of the curve.
You ever get busted for stealing bacon?
No, I wasn't I didn't steal. I've never stolen anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You?
Damn.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I went through a shoplifting phase.
What'd you steal?
CDs from local chain called Nobody Beats the Whiz. Maybe
Oh,
people have seen it.
wonderful.
Wait, CB radios?
No,
CDs.
Oh, CDs.
CDs.
Mike,
CD radios.
Yeah, we used to go in with...
Be a big hole.
we used to go
though.
with box cutters and slice off that square foil that would tip off the alarms, and then we would throw the CDs in.
What CDs did you target the most?
I don't remember. I mean, I
Foo
was
Fighters, Offspring.
Yeah, probably.
Any Garth Brooks or anything like that?
no.
And it was just over there in the No Doubt section stealing fucking Tropic Kingdom.
Right, I was stealing Ace of Base for my girlfriend.
That's not bad.
I stole The Shawshank Redemption on VHS from Costco.
Not bad.
A friend of mine
I think you let somebody
very
go.
ironic.
Yeah, if you steal the Shawshank, every kid should see it.
used to steal cartons of cigarettes from Costco too. They had
I'm
them out
with you
on the
on that.
floor. My sister used to give me her bus pass and be like, go in there and get me a carton of Newports. I'd go in there and get like 2 or 3, shove them in my backpack and leave, and I got busted there too.
You got busted every time.
Oh, okay. What happened when you got busted?
They brought me into a room, and it was the supervisor, you know.
He went to
and-
Jewish prison, and that's how he got into entertainment. It was really weird.
And, yeah, they just brought us into an office in the back, the one with like 4 TVs, you know. They pretended like they were the cops, and they just busted our chops for a while until our parents came and got us, and then the shame alone was enough to make me never go back into there again.
Right.
But I would just go find somewhere else. And then,
And then
I turned 14 and I stopped doing that.
Oh, 14. Oh man, you were young enough to get away with it.
Yeah, I was like 12 or 13.
smart move.
shoplifting shit.
Yeah, I never did anything past 18 with that shit.
Well, yeah, but 18, you can go to jail for a very long time. 14, I think you're still in the clear. I was 16 when I did all my stealing. I mean, we had a knife in our pocket. We went and we looted the fuck out of a liquor store and had somebody come up to us. We were going to show them the knife, which would have been a goddamn nightmare. You know, but thankfully we just stole all the whiskey and got the fuck out of there. Because no one noticed.
Jeez,
this was before cameras. Remember that? There wasn't actually cameras everywhere. It was just as 15, 14 years ago.
Yeah, no, it's wild
I didn't
stuff.
really start stealing stuff
yeah, they
till
just
I
had
was
that-
18, though.
What'd you start at 18? You just wanted to like make sure you could do jail time for it. I'm not doing this unless there's
It was
actual
more of a,
risk.
like philosophical thing with a lot of the stuff that I stole. Like I mean, it was just
Buddha
food. Really.
statues and stuff?
It's like it was just food. Really, like I would go like to the grocery store and fucking steal vegetables. Why the fuck am I gonna pay for vegetables when I could pick that off the earth if I lived in the right place?
I think that's good.
I literally for like 2 years never paid for vegetables. My house was just stocked. I would hustle at Walmart Xboxes and shit. Back when
That's right. Yeah, you would get the codes and shit. We were talking about
switch
this.
out the serial numbers and all that.
You know what? I wasn't for reparations until you just told me that. Every black person should get free vegetables for the rest of their fucking life. Black people should never pay for anything that comes from the ground. They get free corn. They get free cotton T-shirts. That's for goddamn sure. Anything that was harvested by blacks for 200 years is free to the black person. You don't get Xboxes because I don't think those grew in fucking South Carolina. But I think that's a very good point.
Oh, free cigarettes.
Free cigarettes.
Free cigarettes, for sure.
Absolutely. That's great.
You know, that
You
is
deserve
that's one of the best arguments I've heard in like years.
Yeah, it's dead on.
This is why I lived the way that I lived.
What we used to get a pound. We used to buy a quarter pound of cheese, and then we would get a pound of roast beef. Then we just switch the stickers on it, and then we toss the cheese and just go pay like $1.50 for a pound of roast beef.
It's hustling, man.
Yeah,
Love the hustle. I remember at Publix, Publix get them bomb ass sandwiches and everything, and they have whatever. The chicken was dope too. I remember it was literally like my motto was like, all that Publix food is free if you just don't go to the register.
Yeah, you don't go to the pay place. I walk out the door.
Literally right in front of that place, I'll get their food, be like, thank you, and I sit down right in front of them to start eating.
So you eat in the store.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Publix is great because they had chairs next to it. You just sit down and start eating.
So
And you throw out your trash and leave.
It's a huge buffet.
What is Publix?
It's like a big grocery store
It's
down
the most
in,
wonderful grocery store in the world.
My folks moved down to Fort Lauderdale, and I've been there for the past 4 years every time for Christmas. And you guys were not lying.
They're only in
the aisles are so huge. You can fit like 10 people to an aisle, or like 4 Wisconsin people to an aisle, and it is just remarkable. They're so stocked, full of meat, full of cheese, and then they have booze as well.
Fresh as fuck.
Everything's so fresh.
Yeah, because like it's like just Florida based. I think they started to be in Georgia too, but some of them I've seen have their own like farms in the back. Like there's out where I live, like where it'd be like real rural, and it's just like it's dope. Publix is amazing.
Yeah.
Holden, you ever steal anything?
I mean, I just remember. I feel like I might have done something like once or twice, but I was so scared and nervous.
Yeah,
I hated it. I just hated everything about it. I'm not big on that stuff. Like, I get so freaked out.
Yeah.
I'd be a terrible cat burglar. Like, I would just fucking freak out. I'd start meowing and shit. I was no good. I'm no good as a thief or a poker player. Or a driver, bad comedian. I can't run very well. Not good at auditions.
No one's going to stop you from this rant. This is very refreshing. I love what you're saying.
Save us some time and tell us what you're good at.
Did you say he was good at feet?
He's got him. Can't be too bad if you still got him.
Oh, man.
Will you be my lawyer in court, bitch?
I got you, bro.
I used to know this chick who worked at Best Buy, and she came up with the idea and like ran the scam for me. I just had to go do it. We just took a CD rack, took it out of the box, filled it with CDs, and then put it back in the box, and then $19.99 for the CD rack, but it's filled with 50 CDs, and we'd walk right out.
Oh,
Well, I got one. I got one that I remember.
By the purse.
Yeah.
When I was working at Blockbuster, it was inventory night, which sucked, so we had to stay overnight. And Andy, you know Andy, my good buddy, he just showed up, and he was in really good with the manager, so he didn't work there, but she let him just come in and hang out, and then she would just go into the back of the store, like in the very back, like for long periods of time. So we were just handing him DVDs, and he was just walking through. We were letting him out the entrance door so the alarm wouldn't go off. You know, so he was just running DVDs out to his car and coming back in like the whole night. We all made out like bandits. That was and that was great because we were all pissed off to fucking be there. I mean, you had to be there literally from like, you know, closing at like 11 to like 5 in the morning. I remember we went to my buddy's place and smoked a big fat bowl of weed and just like looked at all our loot and just laughed our asses off. It was a great night. So there you go. That's one stealing story.
That's
funny.
That's a pretty good one.
I had a friend who worked at a convenience store, and she would let me just take things. I don't know why. Most of the time, it was just Vaseline and candy.
Nice. Well, you gotta get the candy up there somehow.
Yeah, it's like Vaseline.
I remember there was this one thing also at Blockbuster where like you had to sell a certain amount of pre-sale passes for Lord of the Rings DVDs, and if you sold like a shitload of them or you were the top seller, you'd get a free Lord of the Rings DVD. But they just came in these like huge boxes, so I just blatantly took one, and so did everyone else. It was like the worst thing to get you to sell a bunch of shit. And I used to pop out at people in aisles and be like, "I'm Gandalf. You have to buy." Like my bitch would get so pissed. My bitch would get so mad at me. I just be like, "Purchase one of the bags." She'd be like, "Go out on the floor and sell stuff." And I hate selling stuff, so I just immediately got. I did it just so that she would get me back at the register, and then I got shot at. Same store, so it was a fun summer.
Speaking of stores, on a little bit of a different subject, Eddie and I, we were talking about this earlier today. Mayor Bloomberg here in New York wants to get rid of any sodas over 16 ounces that have 25 calories per 8 ounce.
In restaurants, not in convenience stores.
And movie theaters.
And movie theaters.
Right. And fucking 7-Elevens and any bodegas and delis around.
Well, it's because of the two of you.
Well, no, they still sell like a 2-liter bottle, but you can't buy one with like a straw in it.
Yeah, like a fountain drink, yeah.
Okay.
So what do you guys think about this new proposition by fucking Bloomberg?
This is fucking anti-fat campaign.
You literally can't get a big gulp. You can't get a super big gulp or a mega gulp. You can only get the gulp, which is 16 ounces under this new Bloomberg idea.
Bloomberg's a fucking fat Nazi, and I'm sick of this shit. Just let people be fat. They want to enjoy their big gulp.
Yeah, and smoke.
There's so
Let
many
people
other
smoke
problems to deal with. Like
Right.
it's not if you want to. Why would you not just buy 2 smaller sodas?
Yeah.
If you were into drinking that much soda,
Right.
It's not going to stop anything.
Okay, and this might sound a little conspiracy theorist, but exactly what Jim just said is, I think, what's really motivating Bloomberg to do this. He wants to sort of come off like he gives a shit about the public's health, but he's a businessman at heart. So I feel like part of his plan is like, let's eliminate the large ones so that customers buy 2 small ones and end up spending 30 cents more, and then it business
generates more money.
It's possible. I will say, as a fellow who sneaks into movie theaters always with a huge flask of whiskey, I got to get that medium-sized Diet Coke, which has, what is that, 24 ounces?
Yeah.
And because you got to dilute the whiskey in a positive way.
And
you have
beer.
2.5
How much did he sneak in that one night?
It was so weird. I mean, I went to the movie. It was the middle of summer. I went to the movies with Ben, and I sneak
Well,
in.
why are we talking about this? We're talking about Bloomberg here.
I know, but this is a much better story. I was like, it was middle of summer. We're not wearing much clothes. Ben
What are you
sneaks
talking
in-
about?
Ben sneaks in fucking 3 24-ounce beers, a full bottle of whiskey, and a chaser. I can only get 1 beer. That's the only thing I could sneak in.
Where do you put that stuff?
Man, I used to be 380 pounds. God gave me drawers. I can fucking open up fucking pieces of lard and skin that you can't even imagine exists. I'm a man of a million pussies.
Steal that lady who robbed the grocery store.
Oh, absolutely. She did it all wrong.
She just put shit in a bag.
Yeah. She's gonna act more like that big fat bitch from that Jane's Addiction video back in the day.
Yeah,
Put it between her legs.
Pineapple up your hoo-ha.
But nonetheless, I mean, you're not gonna be able to sneak in that sweet whiskey anymore to the fucking movie theaters and get that nice 24-ounce soda that you always
You'll have
wanted.
to also sneak in a 24-ounce soda.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
I can.
Believe in you, man.
I can do whatever I want. God knows it. Either way, everybody who doesn't live in New York City, you've done a very good thing. Rent's super fucking expensive, and you can't smoke outside. Everything's a fucking shit show here, and Bloomberg's one of the worst mayors I've ever fucking seen in my life.
terrible.
And the only reason crime is down is because of Raymond Kelly. There's
Actually,
nothing to do
no,
with
crime
Bloomberg.
isn't down at all.
Crime is doing better than it was for the past fucking 50 years.
It's better than it was before. Like, in the last 6 years, it's gone up and up and up. The murder rate, I found this out from Jim Polk, the attorney.
From New York Crime
Yeah,
Report.
from New York City Crime Report. They're about to release the statistics. The murder rate's going up, the crime rate's going up, everything's going to shit.
And
So
bath salts are all around. Is it a coincidence?
It is going to be a wild summer.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fucking nutso summer, man. I'm real scared.
Yeah.
Watch your hands.
Niggas sweating.
I was saying, I think everyone's going to get got this summer.
Yeah.
Every single person one time. It's not like you're going to get punched in the face, get your wallet stolen, get robbed.
Something, yeah.
Everyone's getting got this
I'm
summer.
due for a punching. It's
You're
been like
due
2
for-
Yeah,
years.
we're
definitely
Yeah.
due punch you
Oh,
right now.
Lord, yeah.
Hey,
It's nice to be on the L train today. It's my general 8 a.m. greeting.
He always has an umbrella with him for some reason. It's really weird.
Glad to be going to work.
You glad to be going to work? Yeah, I mean, what would you rather have? What was that? It was the chimpanzee attack with that gal. She had her hands ripped off, her face ripped off, and I think he ate some of her feet. Or the fella who got his face gnawed off by the dude. Who would you rather be? Because she lived, and I think this homeless guy's going to die.
I'm going to go with, wasn't the homeless guy also on bath salts who was getting his
No,
face?
he wasn't. He was just relaxing.
No, he was asleep on the causeway. Yeah, he was just catching a couple of Z's next to the highway. Guy comes along and attacks him.
I'm going to go with Monkey Woman.
You would
I mean,
rather be
first
her?
of all, she's got the dough, as we discussed earlier, to have the face transplant. And she probably had a decent life up to that point if she's fucking hanging out with pet monkeys.
Yeah, she's living like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go with Monkey Woman. I'm also somehow I feel like it was less upsetting and painful. I don't know why.
It took just as many shots to take that monkey down, man.
Well, you know how long the attack lasted? 18 minutes.
Yeah, and on the Monkey Woman it did?
No,
the Monkey
on
Woman, it
the
was
fucking
over
on the
2
zombie.
seconds.
Yeah, right, exactly. Boom.
Yeah.
Definitely Monkey Woman. Happened fast. Like
Yeah.
bam, 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 you know?
Jim, what do you want? Jim Twos.
I'm gonna have to go Monkey Woman too.
You would rather be the Monkey Woman?
Well, like you, I don't know. Well, here's the other thing. I don't know at what point you just go into shock and don't realize what's happening.
Yeah.
If you're getting your face chewed off by a guy, like you were asleep on a causeway, underneath a bridge, in the shade, and then that's how you're woken up.
Well, apparently he was woken up by the guy punching him. This Eugene character punched him, and then he got knocked unconscious, and then he woke up as the paramedics came to pick him up. So he woke up and his face was off.
Yeah.
That's what happened to the
well,
guy.
In the video, there's a lot of struggling between the two of them.
Yeah.
Like, you can see, like, the guy tries to, like, run away, and the other guy keeps grabbing him and throwing him down the ground and punching him and kicking him, and then, you see him just going straight down for that face and just...
Jeez. No, I gotta go Monkey. It's much quicker. It's much quicker. Like,
yeah.
It's also the whole time. If you're on the side of a highway, you have no the torture you're enduring for that amount of time as you're watching people like drive by and maybe slow down, being like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
No, that's not happening.
My thing
It was a bicyclist that came upon him.
Yeah, because he was moving slow enough to realize.
Yeah, well, he was riding on the causeway.
Oh, okay.
How's he eating the dude's face off and like keeping him down? I don't understand how that.
He knocks him out unconscious,
and this guy's also huge. Like, Eugene is gigantic, and this guy is a skinny little dude. Yeah, little skinny 65-year-old. 65. Yeah.
How big is Eugene? He's like 6'2".
Yeah. He's big dude. Really.
Okay, so now,
muscular as fuck.
Would you rather be the monkey or Eugene?
Monkey.
Because I would rather be
Monkey's
Eugene.
better
I feel like Eugene was having a great time eating that dude's fucking face.
Monkey because I want to live a monkey's life. Yeah, that's just straight up what it is.
Yeah, this monkey used to be a movie star.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was big time in Hollywood.
Bonzo went to Bitburg.
He's got a better.
Monkeys are hilarious.
Exactly, man. Probably after that attack, he probably climbed a tree.
Yeah, I bet this
He didn't get shot 6 times.
Yeah, you're a monkey. Like that, to you, that's just like running an obstacle course. It's just fun.
I bet this Eugene guy's never even worn a bow tie.
It depends. Yeah. It depends.
Oh, man. And speaking of shootings, we have a story out of Detroit.
Oh, someone got shot in Detroit. Let's all write a news story about it.
Witnesses say that two men in the Brightmoor neighborhood of Detroit were so passionate about the way they make Kool-Aid, they started arguing with each other who does it better. Sadly, that fight took a horrifying turn when they both pulled out guns and started firing at each other. They did not hit each other, but did hit two innocent bystanders and put them in the hospital.
This is the most truthful Detroit story since RoboCop.
They were fighting over Kool-Aid?
They were fighting over who makes the best Kool-Aid.
Neither of them. They don't do good with Kool-Aid.
The recipe's on the back of the packet. Whoever's the closest to that.
Apparently, they both have special recipes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Was there alcohol in the Kool-Aid, or was it just...
It doesn't say what exactly the Kool-Aid was all about.
One purple, one red, two purples. Bang, 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 bang.
It's nice to see small business coming back to Detroit. That's very nice.
That's capitalism.
Kool-Aid.
It's
It's probably like a code word, Kool-Aid, for something else. Like
No, it was literally Kool-Aid.
Literally.
No, it was.
How old were these guys, man?
They really don't have a lot
2
of.
and 3. It's a problem.
That makes sense.
It was the day after Hand a Baby a Gun Day in Detroit, which is a yearly festival they have. God, they gotta stop doing that.
Everybody was like, those two have been going at it for years. Just let them fight it out. Just let them settle their differences.
It does seem like the only shootout that could be in a Rugrats cartoon.
Rugrats go to Detroit. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's just called Rats.
Yeah, Detroit's the worst place in the world.
Yeah, you can buy a whole city block there.
Wow.
We could pull together money right now and
We
buy
could
a city
literally
block.
play the game of Monopoly in real life in Detroit.
Yeah.
Roll die and walk around Detroit and buy shit. It sounds fun.
Yeah. Well, so what's going to happen to these guys now? They didn't shoot each other? They just shot two innocent bystanders?
Yeah. They just shot the people around them.
Wow.
Oh, how many people got shot?
2.
So there wasn't a lot of people involved in the shooting. So there was just like one person at each line.
Yeah, it was just boom, 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 boom. I'm imagining they're at a party of some sort. There are very few details on this story.
There were the two hype men.
Yeah.
They each had a hype man.
Yeah.
And the hype man of the opposing team got shot, and not the Kool-Aid man.
Now, Jim, you're from the Midwest, right? You're from.
I spent 10 years in Cleveland.
Cleveland. How does Cleveland compare to Detroit?
It had a lot of the I think Detroit's heyday and Cleveland's heyday were probably on par, and they probably happened around the same time. But Detroit got a lot worse, a lot sooner, and stayed bad. Like Cleveland's tolerant.
Well, Detroit's one of the only major cities in the Midwest that actually has like a large black community. Milwaukee has a little bit, but Cleveland, it's relatively white, right?
I don't know the numbers, but it's Cleveland's pretty segregated. There's like West Side white people.
They're called the Browns.
East Side, yeah.
The Browns? That's true.
The Browns and the
Cincinnati is full of tigers. They're the Bengals. And then Wisconsin, full of fucking homosexuals. The Packers.
It's weird. Packing our weight, packing in the fudge.
Whatever. Yeah, people used to get so upset when you would call if you would say the Green Bay Butt Packers. I saw 3 fist fights in bars happen because somebody would say that for Minnesota.
We used to call them the Green Bay Fudge Packers.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. They might as well be. There's a lot of gay shit that goes on in Wisconsin. Did you like growing up in the Midwest?
I didn't grow up there. I grew up on the East Coast. I was in Cleveland from the time I was like 20 until I was 27.
Oh, so you went there later in life. So you're dumber than all the people who were born there. Because you chose to go there as an adult.
I got stationed there when I was in the Coast Guard, and then when I got out...
You were in the Coast Guard?
What coast is in Cleveland?
Lake Erie, dude.
Which one? Lake Erie.
Oh, Lake
You were guarding... thank you for your service, Jim. Guarding Lake Erie from the Loch Ness Monster and a bunch of fucking fat chicks bathing? What were you doing at Lake Erie?
Something's brewing in them waters.
It's weird, man. No, that's just everyone's farting.
the fish are still dead.
Okay. Was there any experience you had in the Coast Guard guarding Lake Erie?
I was protecting us from Canada.
So 9/11 happened on your watch. While you were in Lake Erie, did you feel a little pride?
No, I actually worked in the federal building. I wasn't on the water. I was
You weren't even in. You went.
Not for. I was on a ship for my first year in, and we went did all
back and forth. You went fishing and swimming.
No, that was in Jersey. We went up to Canada and down to Puerto Rico. But then the last 3 years, I was in the federal building in Cleveland.
Were you on a Carnival cruise line by any chance in this ship?
No,
It just sounds like a great vacation.
Wait, down in Puerto Rico, did you do any drug busts or anything?
No, we caught some guys that had just made a drop, and they were in what they call the cigarette boats, like those gray boats that just have this huge engines on the back. Yeah. And they had just dropped off whatever they were carrying, and since they didn't have it on them, we couldn't really do anything. So that was the closest. That was my almost adventure story.
How do you know they dropped anything?
Because they do a thing called an ion scan swipe, where they wipe out the insides of the compartments, and then they run it through this machine, and it tells you traces of whatever was on there. And there was a bunch of gasoline, which is what they use to clean out the residue of the drugs.
Okay.
So that the ion scan swipe can't pick up.
So they won.
They didn't win because they had broken down, which is how we found them, and then we didn't do anything. We just didn't find the drugs, and then we just left. So they just
cheers,
stayed there.
the old red, white, and blue.
It's Fleet Week here in New York. Has it hurt your feelings when all the Navy seamen call you a faggot?
They don't know my history.
It's the only group of people where fucking people in the Navy are like, those guys are gay as shit.
Yeah.
It's the weakest branch of the military.
It's so easy to get into the Navy. It's not that easy to get into the Coast Guard. That's
okay.
You have to have decent ASVAB scores.
And what's an ABFAB score? You have to like the show ABFAB?
ASVAB.
It's the Army SATs.
Oh, okay.
And then
that's all just about how far you can piss off the fucking. What do you call that?
I don't even, It's your fucking mopping skills. Can you tie knots?
It's like the next.
Do you have nimble fingers?
It's like the next Adam Sandler movie, the Coast Guard versus the Navy, like in a football game or
wonderful.
something.
Yeah, it's super great.
The Coast Guard isn't even big enough to have a football team.
Yeah, neither of them win when a Marine drone just comes and blows up the entire show. Well, that's great. Any experiences that you had with the Coast Guard that was dangerous?
That were dangerous? Yeah. We were in when I was on the ship, we were in a really.
Did you ever take the boat by Detroit?
No, that was too dangerous.
We got Kool-Aid here. Kool-Aid. Boom, boom, boom. We better get the fuck out of here. They got real good Kool-Aid.
Which was
And speaking of which, we have a segment from Holden McNeely.
All right, it's another round of the Newlywed game. Everybody get your sheets of paper and your pens.
Didn't we
Don't
just do the
complain
Newlywed
about
game?
it.
Okay.
No, we didn't just do that. You guys have been writing Newlywed game packets, and you've been
That's why. And then
talking
honor
about it all the
that,
time.
That's a fucking nightmare.
Like we're gonna fucking get hired for the goddamn Newlywed.
What was the God damn it? What was the response that I had to write? Some dude was like, "Finish this question. You have to bring home blank. You have to go out of your way to bring home blank." And the dude said cheese, and I said, "Well, hey, you might not be wealthy, but at least you're going to bring home some cheddar, you know." And that was a joke. So
That's rough.
it's the worst thing I ever fucking wrote in my
I
life.
did a similar one.
Hire me, Newlywed Game Show.
I did this.
By the way, GSN, the Game Show Network, they just fucking piloted a new American Bible trivia
Jeff
hosted by
Foxworthy.
Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah.
Oh God, I think I'm right in their wheelhouse. Holden, I think we're gonna get it. I think they fucking love us.
Well, we put the round table on our resume, so
Hope
no
you
further
listen.
comment.
Holy shit, you guys seriously put Roundtable on your resume?
I went in for the interview. It's dog shit, Kissel shit list, Roundtable of Gentlemen, everything. And she was just like, "Oh, you like the word shit?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm friends with Holden from the sketch group Murder Fist." Oh, okay, great.
Oh,
There's
goody.
no fucking way.
Security showed up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Ben and Kevin, you're on a team, and Ed and RG are on a team. Jim's coming in at the very end with the bonus question. All right, I'm going to start with Ben. So, Kevin, you have to guess. Ben's going to write it down, his answer, and you have to guess it, okay? And all of these, by the way, this is double deluxe Newlywed game. They're all two-parter questions for bonus points.
Interesting.
Fancy.
5 points an answer. All right, Ben. What age did Ben lose his virginity, and what was the weight of the woman? If you get it within, how many do we want to say?
I'd say within 20 points.
Within 20 pounds, you mean?
20 pounds.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Dang, that's
Point to pound.
That's a slim. That's a yeah.
with the girls Ben was dealing with, there's such a range.
I mean, we're talking Wisconsin.
I know, man.
The age
And we're
he
talking
lost-
Big Ben.
Oh my God!
So
yeah.
she had to be-
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah. So Ben, do you have you written yours down?
Yep, I got it.
All right, Kevin, are you ready to answer?
Yeah, man. 15
15
to 10.
to 10.
Oh
Ben.
my God. Well, if I had gotten laid at 15, she would have been 210. But I got laid at 18. I was much more attractive. Just got third in state in wrestling, and she was 155.
Okay.
5'1", but 155.
All right, 0 points thus far. Okay, RG, this question's for you.
All right.
I mean, well, this is Ed's gonna write it down. I'm sorry, and you're gonna guess it. Okay, this question's about Ed.
Don't look over here, little buddy.
I
It's
won't.
a two-parter, but they are actually unrelated, sadly enough.
Okay.
How many bad women has Ed fucked?
Oh, Jesus, come on. I don't.
This is talking bad women. How
Just
many
bad
regretful women?
Yeah.
How many trashy, skanky, terrible
Say that.
women?
He doesn't regret the trashy, skanky ones.
Yeah, what makes a bad woman?
Makes it bad. Ed
You
knows
know,
what makes
it's
it
a
bad.
relative- Ed knows,
It's a
yeah.
relative thing. He knows the number.
Ed knows. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
And
yeah.
how many times has Ed been slapped by his mother?
We're talking open face slapped.
These are like.
Approximations. I'll tell you what. Approximations, and it'll end in a 0.
Can I
Do you
ask
wanna
Ed
do
a
that?
question before he writes his answer down?
Sure.
I think he
Are you-
deserves it.
Are you the oldest or the youngest in your family?
I'm an only child.
He's an only child, and his mother hit him a lot.
Okay.
It's a big number. The latter number will be a
And
larger
I'm saying
number.
slapped, by the way, not hit with an iron or like with a belt.
All
I'm
right.
saying
Don't include the
slapped.
times you were hit with an iron.
I'm still counting women.
And in the slapping, let's say over under 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to come with.
Let's do an
What's the
over.
over-under on women?
Over-under on women,
5?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was an entirely different game if you're going over and under for these fucking
Which is funny. I feel like they are unrelated, but in a way they are related.
Yeah, kinda.
All right.
All right.
So,
We got fucking screwed.
No. We
writing
gave you
his
an
answer down?
we
Okay.
gave you an over/under on the weight.
yeah.
All right.
All right. And
These
you
are
ready?
much larger
All right.
numbers, though.
Okay. What are you doing, RG? How many bad women?
I'm gonna say 9 on the women.
Okay.
Okay.
And then on the slaps, I'm gonna say a conservative 45.
Holy shit!
And we are 6 on the women and 45 on the slaps.
Oh, good job, RG. You can see a man's pain by looking in his eyes. Good job, RG. You fucking asshole.
Unbelievable! That is unfucking believable. That is fantastic.
All right. Ben. This question's about Kevin. Kevin, you're going to write your answer down.
Okay.
All right. So, what is the longest period of time Kevin's played StarCraft for by the hour?
Consecutively.
Consecutively. And how many times during that marathon did he stop to masturbate?
I think we're going to do this. I'm going to go with...
Wait, hold on. Kevin's writing his answer.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to say 17 hours and 0.
17 hours
And
zero.
the over/under on this is the hours 5
Yeah.
and masturbation 2.
So over 5 hours or above 2?
Oh,
2 on masturbations.
1 on masturbation.
1 on
Yeah.
masturbations.
1 on masturbation, so that means either 1
Well, then
or
I'll go
negative
6 and 1.
Yeah.
If it's over under.
6 and 1?
We're just playing averages now.
Yeah, playing averages.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to go over
Okay,
under.
no, that's fine.
That's
Change
fine.
the answer.
Yeah, that's fine.
6 hours, 1 time masturbated.
But I
Kevin.
mean, I would say 0 time masturbated, really.
Okay, well, Kevin, what's your answer?
It's 8 hours, no masturbation. I stay focused.
There you go. So that's 5. That's
5 points.
5
There it is.
points.
Absolutely. I know Kevin doesn't jack off. Kevin, when's the last time you jacked off?
Today, man.
Good for you.
Good for you. Yeah, try and turn it around.
All right, now it's time for the dream team.
What's up? How you doing?
What's happening?
Why are they the dream team?
Because I'm on
He
it.
nailed that crazy hard question.
I nailed the question.
We're the Jordan of Pippen of this shit.
Oh my Christ!
It's about
All right.
RG. All right.
Okay.
What middle school sport other than basketball did RG play?
Because I would guess basketball by looking at them.
Yeah. and the way he feels about how he played that sport, would he say he was terrible as fuck, pussy awful, or pretty shitty? Terrible as fuck,
Ed, I believe in you.
pussy awful, or pretty shitty.
I'm going to go.
RG, have you
Just
written it
write this
down?
All right, I got it.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go baseball and pretty shitty.
Baseball,
Okay.
terrible as fuck.
Terrible.
Okay, 5 points. 5 points.
There you go.
All right, so right now it's 15-5.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Well, this last question is worth
20?
20 points.
Let's say 20 points.
Last
Yeah, yeah.
question is worth 20 points.
So nothing else even matters.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's how game shows work. That's how all game shows work.
Yeah,
question-
welcome to life.
Now, this question is a Jim question. Both teams are going to confer and come up with an answer together on this, right? Okay. So you guys can deliberate between each other secretly.
Yeah, Jim. I don't know what your role in.
Jim, you got to
Holden
write this
never,
down.
Like, writes a thing for another person.
At what age was Jim when he first tried to beat off?
And this is whoever gets closest.
When he first tried, babies try.
Hey, talk to your teammate.
I'm saying that he remembers
Are we answering the same
Because
question?
I can
both
hear
teams?
them
Yes.
when they
Yeah.
talk.
I'll tell you what, let's make it a two-parter. The
All right.
first time he tried to beat off, and did he come?
Okay.
I don't know. The first time he tried to beat off, and the first time he came.
Okay, what age
Yeah.
first age he tried to beat off,
Christ.
and what was the first age, the age that he came? And it could be the same age.
Could be.
Like it.
All right, do we have our answers?
All right, we got one.
You got
You guys
yours written
got it?
down, Jim?
All right.
We're doing some deliberate. Jim, you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, RG
Can
Ed?
I get one more question before we start?
Sure. You may ask, but it may not be answered.
All right, the age he beat off is the first one.
The age he tried to beat off.
The first time, and then also in the second one, did he come? Or is it...
What age was he?
Which age was he when
did
he
he
came?
come?
Age he tried and age he came.
Age he tried, age he came.
Yeah. By coming, do you mean
ejaculate?
Ejaculate.
Jizz out of your cock.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a terrible question. Okay.
All right.
So have the two Jews go first.
Jews, what do you got?
Okay. We have things written down where it was 12 when he tried and 14 when he came.
Okay.
We went with 8 when he tried and 12 when he came.
Jim?
Correct answer was 11 when I tried.
Sorry, Archie.
13 the first time I remember.
We win.
Damn, Archie had it! Archie had it!
I wrote those down.
So KBBK wins.
Archie's the king, man. Look, 11 and 13, man.
God damn. But yeah, Eddie, since you fucked up,
I did.
Ben and Kevin win.
Fucking idiots. We're gonna get married, you goddamn assholes.
Trip to Bermuda for your second
Gay
honeymoon.
marriage, and as soon as they allow interracial marriage in New York, KB and I are gonna get fucking wedded. Bastards.
God damn it.
All right, is that the program?
That's the program.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Ed Larson, Holden McNeely, Kevin Barnett. Thanks, RG and Jim.
Thank you.
You guys were great. I'm Ben Kissel. We'll talk to you soon.
Fuck off.
Well, I think I'm gonna die tonight, but I don't care. Yes, I think I'm gonna die tonight, and I don't care.